So collectors and blockade battlefront fans, we have it here, the Figma Leonardo Watch figure from Good Smile Figma. So yeah, Leonardo here actually has an extra face if you pre-order from Good Smile exclusive site, and it's actually a sweaty face right here. Pretty much, the only difference is there's another face that's very similar, but this one has like the eyebrows as high and a little sweat mark right there, or watermark. So yeah, that's it. Now as for figure wise, this thing is so amazing. Like it really captures the look of Leonardo, and you know, it really, the part that I really like is the shirt here. You can actually pose it around and it'll help you articulate. And then we have the shoes here. Really nice touch. But yeah, it captures Leonardo's, you know, look in the anime and the manga for sure. Now as for accessories, he actually has just a little bit, unfortunately, which I'm really bummed about because, you know, he has so much going on in the show and they could have introduced it into, you know, this figure. One is, well, one of the accessories are hair pieces, which is a front hair piece with the goggles on, and you can see here the nice job with the little chrome trim. And then you got the God Eyes effect hair, and a really good job on the back side. You can see there they put a lot of effort. And then you got the hoodie piece with the goggles on, and there's a hoodie piece without the goggles on. So in case you want to swap around with the eye head. And you got Mono, I think that's his name, Mono, I forgot. But his little monkey and sidekick in the show. And he actually has a back hole, which comes with these two parts where you plug into the Figma stand. And all you have to do is put it there, and you can just put Mono like hanging around behind Leonardo's back. Now he does also have a cell phone. I think it's an iPhone, just because of the little white bars in the back. Now as for faces, he has the God Eye effect face. See here, did a good job, really nice. And then he has his open mouth angry face. Then you have his normal face right there. Now as for hands, he has two extra open palm hands. Sorry guys, these things are really tiny for left and right. Then you have his two cell phone hands, little pocket right there, little gap. You can actually put in other items there too. Then you have another cell phone hand, but it's more open wide cell phone hand. And then you got the object hand, of course. And this looks like a standard Figma object hand. And then of course you got his two left and right fisted hands. And overall that's it for accessories. You also get a little booklet that shows you how to, you know, install the items and the Figma stand. Now, as for articulation, this figure, it has some minor flaws, which I'm really bummed about because, you know, compared to claws, this figure's not that great on articulation. Like, for example, I was noticing that when I was, you know, trying to move his arms back, this part right here in the shirt is really thick. So if you push it, you feel like you're going to break the joint faster than damaging the figure's paint for sure. And then if you try to raise your arms all the way high, you have to like move it around a little bit, but that's not a big problem. You can just move it around. I guess my biggest part is the shirt here, and then the crotch area. It has like some limitation, which I'll point out. Now as for head movement, he can actually tilt this far left, tilt that far right. You can look down this much and look that much up. If I took off the hoodie, his chin can go a little bit lower, that's for sure. I already tested it out. As for the other hoodie, it's the one with the goggles that actually takes off some of the articulation. Now as for arms, he can raise it that high and that much up. He has single ball jointed, so you can go that far back. As for hand, oh actually no arm swivel, so it's just one straight arm next to the ball joint. But you could actually do this around. You can move it around, tilt it that far left, tilt it that far right. Now as the hands, these things are really small, so be careful not losing them. But you do get a lot of actually hand articulation, even with the shirt collar right here. You can go that much far up, that much far down, that far left, and that far right. Now as for the shirt, like I mentioned, it's a little baggy piece, so you can like pick it up, lift it up this much higher, or have it all the way lower, and just make sure you cover that little gap space. But you know, unfortunately, he doesn't have like an ab crunch, so you just have to use the waist down method. Just push it down all the way. You can push it all the way back up. Looks like he has a little stomach, a little fatty there. So as for splits, you actually can go really far down with splits. One thing I'm really bummed about, he doesn't have toe pivot, so it's just one flat foot there. And like I mentioned about the crotch area, you have to like pop the legs a little bit and then you can kick that much high up. But it feels like it's, I don't know, the crotch area is so thick plastic like the back arm, so you gotta be careful playing around with it. As for tilting, you can tilt that much far left and that much far right. And kicking back, you have to play around with it, like just pop out the joint. You can go far back, and you have the ball jointed knees. Now as for ankle pivot, it's super limited, and I think it's because the pants here are so baggy that it blocks some of it. So even if you try to pop it out a little, you got just slight ankle pivot. So you can go that far left, that far right, that much up, and that much down. So, you know, overall he does have a good amount of articulation. Just wish in some areas it wasn't a problem. Now as for accessories, for swapping out the hairpiece, just pop out the hair, and plug in the goggles, and you have a little joint hole there, and it looks such a nice piece right there. So cool. Now as for switching out the hoodie piece, you pop that hoodie piece off, and it's just a little ball hole. So you plug in, actually other way around, you plug in the goggles one, then you can plug back in the Leonardo head. Actually, while I have this head out, I'll show you guys how much articulation we got looking down. Really well. Touching to the point of his chin, touching the shirt. And for those wondering how it looks without it, looks like an average, just an anime character. Let's put this back on. Actually, let's swap out his face. We're going to use a God Eyes face, and then we're going to use a God Eyes effect hairpiece. Same way to plug in, plug back in, plug out, sorry. And boom. That looks so cool. Good job, Figma. Now, as for hands, it's a little single joint, so you got to be sure not to lose this. But you just pop it out, and then you just grab, let's say for example, the open cell phone hand, plug it in, grab the cell phone, ta-da, easy slip. The same can be said with the other hand that has a little gap space. You just plug it in, you just slip it right there. Really cool. God's eyes with cell phones, the power. So yeah, overall for hands, I wish he had a little extra more, or just like a, you know, just kind of some weird style of hands, I wish. But, you know, just a cool, different look. Alright, now, like I mentioned for Momo, you just have to plug in the back joint and just plug into the Figma stand. Unfortunately, there is no spots where you can like hang out next to you unless it's next to your feet. Now as for scalp comparison, just put them next to the Figma claws, because of course, claws is badass. It needs to be next to his partner. And you can see here they stand really well next to each other. Let's put them up close. Sorry guys, testing our new camera. Now as for other lines, let's put them next to the Mezco Batman PX Underwear exclusive. Then next to the Black Series Star Wars. This guy's a little bit, feet aren't so flat. I guess we'll put him next to Namor as another example. Then for kicks, let's put him next to another Fig Arts. And then, of course, Gino's the Dason model kit, which is really nice, guys. I really recommend this figure. So yeah, overall, Leonardo stands at a good scale, and he matches with other characters, and you can also use it as a background kit, like a background kit figure. So yeah, or a custom Billy Baxton actually if you paint this shirt. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, and I'll do my best to respond back. Thanks for watching. Take care.